Hey everybody, it's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, July 20th, 2022, and this is the weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy comic books. I get them for myself, I get them for my kids. I get them at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio. Zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comic books, check out the comic shop. And while you're over there, check out the toy department. Let's jump in. We've got some new books. We've got a couple of collected editions. For one I'm going to show you really quick. I got this New Teen Titans Volume 14. This will eventually be one of those that I pull off my shelves and remind you of the glory days of DC. But this did come out today. I'm not going to flip through it right now. I also got this Legends of the Dark Knight trade. And I got it thinking it was reprinting original Legends of the Dark Knight. I don't know why I didn't look through it first. But it reprints the new Legends of the Dark Knight series, 1 through 8. Which wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't a bad series. So I got that. I don't know if I'll actually read it or not, but there it is. And then there's another collected edition that was new that came out today. That's inside the bag still because I want to talk about it separately. And then we've got the one off my shelves to take you back to my days of reading DC. Let's jump in. First of all, we've got a back issue. Gracie said she wanted a Darth Vader comic today. So I went back and I grabbed an old Marvel Star Wars Darth Vader issue. It's got Darth Vader in it. It's got Dr. Aphra in it. It's got some droids in it. That'll cover it. I throw it the wrong way. Put that over there. Then we've got Madballs versus Garbage Pail Kids. And I really like Madballs, and I really like Garbage Pail Kids. So I bought every cover of this, and I'm getting any covers that are incentive covers because I like that this much. I bought those new Premium DNA Toys Madballs figures. They were awesome. I pre-ordered the Madballs versus GPK. Both versions, because they had a regular name and then they had the B card names. And I ordered them early enough that I should get the pack of stickers, which this cover is one of the Joe Simcoe paintings that come with these stickers. There's a sticker card thing for each of the 2 packs. This one is Cyclops versus Hornhead. And I actually own the original art to the Screamin' Mimi, not the Screamin' Mimi, but the Oculus Orbis Peepin' Tom one. So when this cover happens, I'll actually own that cover, that original art to that cover, which is kind of cool. So I got this. This is written by Sholly Fish. We looked at the Ash Can last week. Written by Sholly Fish with art by Jason Crosby. It's just fun. This is just fun stuff. The Madballs and the Garbage Pail Kids crossing over. I probably should have got more of these for Gracie and Keaton too. And I might have to pick up extra ones this week. But I really like the art. I don't know what the story is going to be like yet. I really didn't check out that one thing just yet, that Ash Can. But I know we also had a couple other covers, a couple of other incentive covers that came in that I'm going to grab. So, and this was, I think, $3.99 from Dynamite. This one was $4.99, so that was a cardstock cover. And this one was $3.99. So 2 different prices on those. Next up, we've got Batman, Superman, World's Finest. I only grabbed 2 of these because I already had a book for Blaze in here, so I threw him one behind the counter. One's for me and one's for Keaton. This is the best book DC Comics has going right now. It's a great Batman, Superman tale for the ages. It's not so tied into Rebirth or any of that stuff. It's just kind of a timeless Batman, Superman tale by Mark Waid and art by Ed Mora. Is that his name? I can't remember. They've met up with the Doom Patrol. Dan Mora, that's what it is. There's Robin's been involved, and occult stuff, and craziness, and time travel-y type stuff. It's just been really, really fun. It's been a really fun book so far. It retails at $3.99 for the regular cover. There was also a premium cover. There was $1 more, but I didn't like the cover very much. And then we've got The Rocketeer, The Great Race #4, one for me and one for Blaze, by Stephen Mooney. This is the final issue, I want to say, of The Rocketeer. The art is very good on this. I need to get caught up. I think I read the first one, but I haven't read any since. So I need to go back and read these. But I really dig. Oh, there's a whole thing about Dave Stevens in the back here, like a prose type thing, a novella type stuff, like interviews and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool. $4.99 in case I didn't say it. 2 different covers. And now, so this was a new book today. New collected edition. Superman 78 hardcover by Robert Vendetti and Wilfredo Torres. You've heard me gush about this series on these videos before. I think it did a fantastic job of capturing that feel of the Chris Reeve movies, both in the writing and in the art. So we've flipped through those issues, but I'll just give you a quick flip through again, just so you can see how much fun this book was. I'm looking forward to rereading the whole thing again in one sitting in this hardcover, which retails at $24.99. But I'll leave a link in the info section on this guy too. I'll do both the book for my shelves and this one. What I really want to show you what's underneath this dust jacket. The binding of the book looks like an old VHS tape. How cool is that? I really hope that the Batman 89 also does this same thing, because that is super cool. Great book design. Whoever did that, very smart. Very, very smart. All right, and now, last but not least, is a book from my shelves to take you back to where I really enjoyed DC throughout the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. These won't always be the best stories in the world, but I do hold them above what's currently happening at DC. I find them more fun, more enjoyable, just overall better uses of my time. And today we're taking a look at Booster Gold, The Big Fall. This is a hardcover collection of Dan Jurgens' Booster Gold run, issues 1 through 12. There is a second hardcover as well. I can't remember what the subtitle of it is, but that collects the whole Dan Jurgens' Booster Gold run from the 80s. Booster Gold is a very fun character. He's a guy that's in the future and decides to take a bunch of stuff and go back in time and become a hero because he can be like a star. Really cool design for his character. This retailed at $39.99. I will leave a link in the info section to Amazon to see if it's available. But this is a really fun read. It's Dan Jurgens writing and drawing this book. And more than a lot of other books, this takes me back to the 80s. Like, it really does. Just the whole vibe of it. He's got like this publicist guy that's there to make money. That's something straight out of like an 80s movie. His look in a lot of the book feels like the 80s. There's a plot with Reagan, the cars, just everything about it has a very 80s nostalgia vibe for me, at least, because I grew up then. It's not overpowering, but it's just there. It just feels 80s in a good way. There are some really good stories in here too, though. There was a whole thing with Booster Gold and the equipment he takes, and it was kind of tied to pre-Crisis items. And then Crisis happens, and the John Byrne reboot of Superman happens. And so certain things had to be changed to fit with John Byrne's Man of Steel. And a lot of that's in the back here where they talk about it, and the altered pages are back here, where they had to change certain things because of the restart of Superman, Man of Steel. And that's really interesting. And then they do a good job of changing it so you wouldn't even know that happened. And then they have the Legion play into one of the issues and kind of make it work even better, all the stuff that happens. He has run-ins with Superman and, like I said, the Legion of Superheroes. He's got this evil group that's after him, and the main guy from that has a ties to somebody else that's in the book. It's just a really fun book, and I'm caught. My shirt is caught in it. I really enjoyed this run. Like I said, it's 2 volumes. We'll look at the second volume in another video at some point. But for now, if you want some good, fun 80s stuff, and you recognize Booster Gold from like the Justice League International and the Blue Beetle team-ups and all that stuff, this hardcover is a lot of fun. There was also a showcase, those black and white reprints that did the whole series, but I would go with the hardcovers. They're better presentation. And that is it this week. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. If you read comments or you buy stuff, leave a comment down below. See you guys next week. Take it easy. Goodbye.